Hello, my name is Marian Adejokun. It's a real honor to talk to you today as part of the Childcare and Education EXPO event 2020. This session will entail the following: definition of play, importance of play, and learning through play. What is play? The definition and concept of play has been a difficult terminology to define. This has been highlighted by many researchers. Play is a challenging word to define because it is something that is felt rather than done. This may indicate what play may be to one child may not be towards another child. Play is an important part of young children's learning and development. Play is accessible for children of all abilities, as this lays down the foundation for their reading, writing, creativity, and problem solving. There is a relationship between children's play in early years and the influence this will have later on in their life. Therefore, play cannot be overlooked. Play England and British Toy and Hobby Association state that play has a fundamental aspect to children's happiness and well-being. Play is an effective pedagogical tool which can be utilized to enhance young children's learning and development. This can be physical, social, emotional, and cognitive development throughout their early years of education. Play is an alternative reality where negatives are exposed, risks are taken and accepted. By playing, children are able to learn how to process and make sense of what sensations he or she receives, whether it's by sight, sound, taste, smell, or touch. Play is one of the ways children learn about themselves, the people around them, and their environment, and their community that they play in. Play is essential to the development because it contributes to the cognitive, physical, social, and emotional well-being of children. Play is so important to children's development that it is recognized as being of vital importance by the United Nations 1989, as it makes a contribution to the holistic development of children, allowing them to discover the world through experimenting within their various environments to which they are exposed to. Roughly 80% of the brain development is completed by the age of 3 and 90% by the age of 5. This means a child cannot wait for primary school for learning to begin. Their Word 2018 research. Play is an opportunity for children to develop a sense of self as a result of solving problems within their environment, which allows them to enhance their cognitive skills in the context of their specific culture environment and other environments. A well-known play theorist known as Frobel believes that it provides children with opportunities to utilize their newly accumulated knowledge in different situations, which encourages them to adopt flexible attitudes and ways of thinking, as well as providing them with opportunities to practice and understand the social norms and their role in specific environments. The importance of play. It is important to recognize the crucial role that play has in the early childhood development. Support for play must be built into the early childhood developmental programs. For example, health workers can be trained to engage with a child while giving a vaccine or checkup and offer parents information about the benefits of play. Support is critical to help parents and carers understand how important play is for young children to give them ideas about how to work with what they have. For example, simple household items such as cups, spoons can serve as toys. Play is also important for the following reasons. Play gives children a chance to practice what they learn. This is by Fred Rogers. Children feel comfortable and confident when they are playing and subsequently able to discover, take risks, ask questions, and explore their learning. This is very important. Through play, children can obtain a sense of achievement, thereby developing their self-esteem. Through play, children can use the skills they have already mastered to extend their knowledge and understanding of the world that they live in. When children play, they are their happiest moments and withstand incredible hardships. When children play, they are engaging in complex interactions with each other and building their brains, and through their social interactions come relationships. And play is needed to connect all these three things together. Research done on play and learning, majority of them argue that play is children's work, but some would say that it is far more than this. Play is a holistic exploration of who and what they are and know of, and who and what they might become. Albert Einstein says that play is the vehicle for exploring and learning, developing new skills, and connecting with others. Educational studies state the following show that the amount of less structured time in children ages 6 to 7 years in their lives, including free play alone and with others, social outings, sightseeing, and visiting museums and zoos, predicted their cognitive self-regulation. In the reviews of the Tools of the Mind curriculum, found that children attending preschools using this play-based curriculum achieved higher scores on measuring an executive function, skills underpinning self-regulatory abilities, than children attending regular instruction-based preschools. The Department of Education, their report states that for the Children Play Policy Forum, acknowledges the importance of play, which can lead to multiple benefits in regards to young children's learning and development in the early years foundation stage. Benefits of play. Play isn't just fun, it's also the best way for children to learn. By playing, children can practice all the skills needed for when they grow up. This is according to the NHS 2018. Here are some of the play potential benefits it has on children in early years. Play relieves stress, improves brain function, stimulates the mind, and boosts creativity. Play also helps develop and improve social skills. And again, play supports children's physical, intellectual, social, and emotional development. Albert Einstein says play is the highest form of research, and the National Association for the Education of Young Children state the following: while often dismissed as just fun, play is the vital activity that children use to learn about the interact with others in their world and gain the mental, physical, and social skills necessary to succeed in their adult lives. Play theorists in early years, one of them known as Vygotsky. Play-based learning can also be defined as children being active and involved in their learning. Children learn best through firsthand experiences. The purpose of play-active learning is that it motivates, stimulates, and supports children in their developmental of skills, concepts, language acquisitions, and communication skills and concentration. It also provides opportunities for children to develop positive attitudes and to demonstrate awareness, use of recent learning, skills and competencies, and to consolidate their learning. Different types of play. Symbolic play, rough and tumble play, socio-dramatic play, social play, creative play, communication play. All these different types of plays will be explained further throughout my slides. Symbolic play happens when children use objects or actions to represent other objects or actions. This type of play encourages children to work out social issues and deal with different emotions whilst playing with children and adults. Rough and tumble play is when children do things such as climbing on each other and rolling around. The social play involves physical contact, positive emotions, shared stories, vigorous activities such as jumping, swinging, and play fighting. Socio-dramatic play occurs when children interact with each other. It can also involve props and costumes. This type of play supports children's social and development of language skills by creating imaginary words, characters, and scenarios which relate to the real world. Alfred Donaldson says, children learn as they play. Most importantly, in play, children learn how to learn. Social play happens when children are playing with adults or with other children. In early childhood, play gradually gets more social and more complex. Creative play is an exciting way for children to learn about the world around them. Young children acquire skills rather than being taught them. Imaginative and creative play develops children's emotional, social, physical, cognitive, speaking, and listening skills. Again, Fred Rogers says that play gives children a chance to practice what they are learning. Communication play. Communication and language is one of the 7 areas of the early years foundation stage and is broken down into 3 aspects to assess children's ability to speak, pay attention, listen, and understand. Children do this in a range of ways, including listening to stories, responding to appropriately when spoken to, by articulating and expressing their feelings, and developing their own narratives and connecting ideas or events. This is also displayed in their playing. For example, role play is a very important part of children's education. This kind of play not only aids intellectual development, but also improves children's social skills and their creativity. In addition, it gives children the chance to play out events that they have observed or experienced in real life. Adult and child-initiated play. The adult role as an early years teacher is to ensure that the children's learning environment will create and promote positive interactions among children. Play should be a balance of both child-initiated and adult-led play. However, researchers debated on the problem of play. Adult intervention in play could be seen as damaging to a child's safe self-agency, and yet others make an awareness between balanced or integrated play, which provide opportunities for both child-initiated and adult-led activities to occur. The Department of Education states the following: it is essential for children's development, building their confidence as they learn to explore, to think about problems, and to relate to others. Children can learn by leading their own play and allowing their needs and interests to guide their activities. However, whilst responding to individual children in a positive, warm manner, it is critical that there is a gradual movement towards activities which are more adult-led, in order for them to be more prepared for formal learning as they enter into year 1. Play should provide children with opportunities to express their feelings, to develop relationship with others, and to make decisions, choices, and errors whilst being respected and valued as individuals. They need to be encouraged to develop self-discipline whilst retaining their ability to be imaginative and creative in problem solving. In addition to this, some educational professionals believe that parents and practitioners are responsible for the children's learning. Other researchers believe that although children are avid learners, they still need the support and scaffolding of adults. Learning through play. Learning through play cannot occur unless it is perceived and thoroughly understood of its purpose and its effectiveness in the lives of young children. Having said that, it is important for practitioners to understand child-centered learning within their practice. Children learn from everything they do and everything that is going on around them. Before children learn how to do maths, read, and write, they play. Play is a natural way of exploring the world we live in. When children are playing, they are motivated and they are developing many skills whilst they are having fun. There are many different types of play activities that children involve themselves in. This allows them to have a more rich learning experience. Below are ways in which children learn through play. An example of this is seen in the picture displayed above. The children have the opportunity to learn through play. They have displayed problem solving through trial and error using their thinking skills. They have also displayed communication, being able to communicate and interact with each other using their social skills, and also improve their motor skills by picking up, reaching, and grabbing the Lego. Learning should be focused on the whole child and their development across multiple domains. Children need to be engaged and motivated during learning. This should be an ongoing basis. Integrated approaches to learning and teaching should support and enhance children's skills and interests. Through play, children gain knowledge and discover new skills, which creates a foundation for more complex cognitive processes and academic success. Research has identified a compelling body of evidence which recognizes what occurs in the early years of a child's life, which has a lasting impact on their learning and development in early years. The importance of play-based learning for young children has been prompted and utilized more in the early years education. Play in education and learning have conducted academic research based on the role of play in young children's education, development, and learning to inform broader practice and policy. According to Strandl 2000, over the years, it has been argued that it is through play that children make sense of the world they live in and how to operate. Subsequently, play has been researched, studied, and composed by many scholars from a theoretical perspective and is highly valued by children and by adults who work with them. The early childhood community has been confronted regarding how children learn through play and how children can be integrated into the curriculum through child and adult initiated activities, and how play-based pedagogy can be defined. The United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child has mentioned play as the status of right and declared that no child should be denied access to play, leisure, and recreation. Learning also involves children's thinking process and acknowledging new concepts based on what they already know. This can be achieved through play. Learning is the main key that children gain knowledge and understanding of their behavior and environment. All children learn differently, and as they grow older, their ways of learning increases to a higher standard. The Reggio Emilia approach encourages young children to explore their environment and express their feelings through play. Play theorists in the early years, one of them known as Jean Piaget, says that play is the answer to how anything new comes about. Maria Montessori says that play is the work of the child. In conclusion to my presentation today on the importance of play in early years, we discussed the definition of play, benefits of play, various play theories, different types of play, adult and child-initiated play, and learning through play. Thank you once again to the Childcare and Education EXPO for having me to speak on the importance of play in early years.